Luxury is no stranger to controversies. From Gucci's blackface sweater to Bugsberry our nose hoodie, history has shown what happens when brands with multi-billion dollars, when they fail to incorporate a bit of cultural sensitivity into their so-called creativity, so-called luxury, keep stealing from the struggle, then selling it back to us as style. That's the uncomfortable truth at the heart of this story today. Today we uncover why this particular bag is causing outrage. Louis Vuitton just debuted a woven tote bag at the Paris Fashion Week. $3,000 designer piece that resembles Ghana must go. A low-cost plastic checked bag that costs about $2 to $3 across African markets. But this isn't just inspiration. This bag has a story soaked in pain. To understand why some people are furious, you have to go back like 42 years. Ghana must go. The phrase carries weight. In January 1983, Nigeria's President Shehu Shagari ordered all undocumented migrants, mostly from Ghana, but also Chad and Cameroon, to leave Nigeria within 2 weeks. 2 weeks he gave them, that's all. Millions had to pack their bags, their lives, and disappear. And do you know where they packed it in? In this Ghana must go. This red, blue, white woven bag that we now call Ghana must go. Initially, they were simply market bags, cheap, durable, and everywhere. But when the aspiration hit borders, they became symbols. Symbol of loss, of survival, of how quickly one can become a stranger. Families were split. As a matter of fact, some of the Ghanaians had married Nigerians and started building families. So people sold their furniture on the roadside to afford a truck fare back as the demand started increasing and the prices were increasing. The same pattern Louis Vuitton now parades on the runway was once held the last belongings of people who had nowhere else to go. To understand how we got here, you need to know what was happening between all these countries, especially Nigeria and the bordering countries. In 1958, Nigeria struck oil as a young, soon-to-be liberated country with a population of 100 million people. The oil money was steady and hopes were high that Nigeria could prosper despite the brutal military regime at that period. In the 1970s, the economy exploded with oil prices soaring around the world. The golden decade had arrived and Nigeria became Africa's wealthiest. Maybe this is how we got the giant of Africa. But by 1974, Nigeria's oil was spitting about 2 to 3 million barrels a day and improved the standard of living of everyone. While Nigeria was booming, its closest English-speaking neighbor, Ghana, was going through an opposite situation. A deadly mix of famine and insurgency. Crash in the prices of cocoa. Ghana was the largest cocoa producer in the 1960s. And then the 1966 coup, which outstead independence leader Kwame Nkrumah. Nothing was working in their country. Money was hard to come by and food was scarce. Soon, recruiters from Nigeria came to Ghanaians. They went to Ghana looking for people who would come and teach, take casual jobs, you know, the jobs that Nigerians now themselves, with oil boom, were unwilling to do. For a while, it worked. Ghanaians, as teachers, they filled the classrooms, artisans filled the market. But when oil prices fell in 1982, that Nigerian dream collapsed. And when things got bad, people, you know, they always look for who to blame. And politics now, they needed a scapegoat. Ghanaians now, the same people who helped to build the system now became the target. Food prices skyrocketed and salaries became erratic. Poor policy decision at the highest level of government only made things worse. Ghanaia's nightmare was being replayed again in Nigeria. And the same borders that once welcomed them now became walls. And in all this chaos, those woven bags became a lifeline. As things got worse, Nigerians started to turn more inward. By 1982, politicians started to use words like aliens. In their manifesto, in preparation for election, 1983 general election, they blamed migrants, especially Ghanaians, for the failing economy. They said Ghanaians are taking all the jobs and brought crime to Nigeria, promised that if they were elected, they would chase them out. This is now January 17th. After the announcement, rumors spread that the government had ordered locals to beat up any illegal Ghanaian still in the country by the end of the month, January 31, being the deadline. I can imagine how, oh my God, how it was for husbands who were Ghanaians and their wives who were Nigerians. As a result, millions steamed out through any possible exit they could find. We Ghana must go back. Market ran out of these bags overnight. People fought to buy this bag. They stuffed their whole lives in this rectangular woven plastic, blue, red, square. Against dust road, mothers are clutching to their children. Everyone is trying to make it out of a country that did not want them anymore, that's closed their doors against them. The Ghana must go back ceased at this moment to become just a bag. It became a symbol of displacement, of the shared heartbreak between two African nations, and how politics turned people into porn. Jerry Rawlings, Ghanaian's military head of state then, had ordered the borders to be closed to desist coup plotters and insurgents. So there was no passage for this. I can imagine how chaotic that would have been. As if that wasn't enough, in response, Togo closed its own borders with Benin to avoid a refugee crisis. Cars stalled bumper to bumper from Benin Republic to Togo. Borders to Lagos closed, with people hot up in sweltering heat and without water. Disease was spreading. It was so bad that the United States prepared to send aid. The League of Red Cross Societies lifted 500 tents, 10,000 blankets, and thousands of buckets. The deadlock in 1983 was finally broken by Ghana, which reopened its borders and sent a ship to Cotonou in Benin to reduce the numbers of people traveling by road. Many fell into the sea because of the sheer volume of people screaming scrambling for a place on the ship. And in all of this, Nigeria never really apologized, did we? I mean, did we really apologize? I don't know. Drop a comment beneath. I want to know. And what about the bag? It never left. It followed West Africans into this new era, into airports, into markets, into universities, hostels, a silent witness of what happened. Fast forward 2025, Louis Vuitton, a French luxury brand founded in Paris. Louis Vuitton puts that same bag on the runway. Had stamped logo on top of it is now fashion. There's no mention of this history, right? Was there? Let me know beneath. No tribute to the people it symbolizes. In fact, all that is cooking and what has been happening. Has Louis Vuitton actually put out a word? I don't understand. Let me know what you think, because I've not seen anything. No investment in a community. Communities that made this bag, use this bag, profiting from this. And by the way, someone designed this bag and distributed it into the market. So how can a brand in 2025 not mention where it looted its soft power from? Look, this is a big brand. The bag is about $3,000. So they can go on that research to find out who actually designed it. Have they been credited? Well, by the way, I have my own bag. Mine is the original one. Look at it now. Oh, look at it. I have 2 years, so that's $6,000. Look, this is the bag. This is the Ghana Must Go bag. It's just a check bag. That's the blue version. And then I even have the black one. You can get it everywhere. Look at it. This is the Ghana Must Go bag. All you need now is a stamp, and then you've got this bag. Hey, look at the price tag here. Oh, let me tell you the real price. It is 3,250 naira. And I even bought it in like a high-end store, so this could be like about $2. Okay, I'm selling my own for just $20. Don't worry, you don't have to pay $3,000 for my own. To them, it is just another product, another profit. They will probably come and say, oh, it's inspired. But it's really just insensitive. That is what happens when luxury forgets its humanity. When the suffering of millions becomes just another aesthetic. When a $3,000 bag erases story. I'm pretty sure all the people that are buying these bags, seeing it on the runway, they don't even have an idea of the history behind it. It was designed in Africa. If history can be repackaged and sold, what else can be taken? When we forget the pain behind our icons, we lose control of our narrative. And that's exactly how colonialism reinvented itself quietly, beautifully, elegantly on the runway. But maybe this time it's not going to slide, because the internet remembers, and so do the descendants. Our generation cannot let culture become defied without context. Can we demand credit, compassion, collaboration, and not just copy and paste creativity? So yes, Louis Vuitton might be in hot soup. I don't know. But maybe, just maybe, this is the fire we need to spark accountability in luxury spaces that have long overlooked us. The Ghana Must Go back wasn't just a luggage. It carried people's pain. And if history must travel again, should at least have their names on the tag. Because culture isn't couture until the people who lived it are part of the story. I am Joana, and here we explore Africa's untold experiences.